Okay, welcome again, guys, to our second part of this lecture. So, last lecture, last part of the session, we designed a continuously braced beam. Now we move forward with a discretely braced beam. Okay, so just a recall from our previous example. So, we solved this beam and then we calculated for first the moment and then we checked for the ix required. Then based from the requirement of mu and ix, we get the value, the first trial section from table 3-2, which is w24 by 84. However, it does not satisfy the requirement for the inertia, so we scrap this trial section and then go to table 3-3 and look for a value greater than the required inertia. Then we first got the most economical 30 by 90. So we listed its properties and then analyzed it. So first is to check for its compactness. We verify that it is compact. So we F the equation. And according to F the equation, we need to satisfy both yielding and LTB. Since LB is equals to 0, it does not apply to our example. So the capacity is based on yielding, which is equal to the moment plastic or plastic moment capacity of our section. And then it was checked with the three limit state. And as you can see, the highest value of performance ratio indicates that it is the controlling limit state of the design. Therefore, since all of these are satisfied, we use this section. Okay. Now we move on to a discretely braced beam. Okay. So the difference is ngayon LB will not be is not uh, equal to 0. Okay. There will be a value of LB. And if we have value for LB, we need to check which zone our calculation for the strength will fall for the lateral torsional buckling capacity. Okay. So here we discuss the procedure for the side for discretely braced beam, and there will be some changes. Ano? Number one, compute for the factored moment and associated CB value. Okay, so since there will be conditions that our beam will have several bracing condition on maybe on the midspan or at certain points at quarter points or whatever is given, there is a CB indicated depending on the spacing of bracing. So if we have three different value of LB, we will have three different value of CB. Okay. So again, we need to assume a value of the self weight. This is a requirement for this case between 50 to 100 uh, pound per foot. Then after that, we calculate for the moment. And then for CB na nakabase sa ating moment diagram. Okay. And then we compute for the required IX based on the deflection limit. Okay. Again, if you do not know or you don't have table 3-23, you can use double integration method or area moment method to get the maximum deflection. And then just equate it to the limit to get the inertia. So at the end of step 2, we will not only have three values for the design, we will now have three values, the MU, the CB, and the IX required. Okay. So after that, we will be introducing a new table, which is for discretely braced beam, table 3-10. Okay, so what does this table do? So this table is a graph showing a an axis of available moment as its ordinate and unbraced length as its abscissa. Okay, so as you can see here, yung nasa x-axis niya yung kanyang unbraced length in feet, and then ito yung kanyang um, available moment na meron siyang nakalagay ditong increment, ano, depending on the for ASD may 2 kip per foot increment for each box, and then dito may 3 feet 3 kip feet na increment. Okay, so how to read this table? Let's say you have now the value of MU, CB, and IX required. Okay, to use table 3-10, you need to list out the value of your LB. your lateral torsional buckling. And also, since this table is based from a CB value of 1.0, okay, we need to normalize our moment or the calculated moment. So we will divide our moment with the CB value that we got from the previous step so that we will have an adjusted value of moment. Because remember, the CB is used as a moment gradient multiplier for our capacity. So it means yung listed moment capacities dito, okay, are already multiplied by a CB factor na 1. So kailangan i-normalize natin sa 1 ulit. Kaya divide natin sa CB. So whatever the value of the moment here corresponds on the value na makikita natin doon sa table. Okay? So another thing for this table, the plot shows a total available strength for unbraced length LB. So the moment demand due to all applicable load combination segment may not exceed the strength shown for LBCB and as taken as unity, So ngayon ang ginagawa, again yung LB ipapilat natin. Let's say 22 yung LB natin and then meron tayong nakuwang moment na 540. So ipapalat natin siya doon and then yung intersection niya, yung upper right corner niya, ibig sabihin, ito lang yung mga pwede nating pagkunan na shape. And makikita nyo yung mismong mga shape na yon, parang kino-cover niya ay mga W shapes na merong dashed line tsaka solid line. So what does it mean? So when the plotted curve is solid, yung W shape daw for that curve is the lightest cross section. So ang gusto natin ngayon isa-select mula dito sa shaded portion kasi ito yung mga portion na papasok greater than dito sa requirement nating LB at capacity. Kaya dito tayo pipili ng section. Tapos sa una natin pipiliin, starting dito, is yung unang solid line. And as you can see dito, pag inano natin, ang pinakamalapit na solid line is si W30 by 90. Okay? So, yun yung una natin magiging selection as our first trial section. Okay? So, and nakalagay dun dito, when the plot curve is dash, a lighter W shape than that exists. Kaya yung solid line lang tayo. And then, the plotted curves are arbitrarily terminated to a span to depth ratio of 30 in most cases. And then, makikita din natin si LP kapag meron tayong solid dot. And then, LR. Okay? So, yan. Doon sa code sa ano natin, yan, ito si LR. And then si LP is nasa ibang sheet na, no? Yan. So, ganun basahin yung table na to, yung table 3-10. So, after you selected a trial section nearest to your intersection, okay? So, you will check again yung IX niya. And if smaller yung IX niya, refer tayo sa table 3-3. So, i-scrap din natin yung first assumption. And then, check for IX. If satisfied already, skip this test. And then again, check for the moment strengths and shear and deflection. So same procedure almost as the continuous brace beam, different design aid table lang. Okay? So first, let's try an example. Then ito lang yung ano natin kasi since sa LTB, depending on the value of our unbraced length, yung magiging value ng capacity natin. So we have zonings now. So zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3, depending kung saan siya mag-fall under, that will be the formula for your VMN. Okay? So let's have our first example. Let's have here design the discretely beam shown. Bracing is provided only at the ends. Ano? Only at the ends. So makikita natin, dito lang siya may bracing. So pag nakita nyo ganun agad yung nakalagay, ibig sabihin, ang LB value agad natin, automatic yan, is 24 feet na agad yan. Okay? Assume the beam weighs 100 pound per feet and verify that it means a live load deflection of L over 360. Okay? So, ang una natin kailangan gawin is to get yung kanyang moment capacity. Okay? And CB values also. Okay? So, simplify muna natin. So, again, yung ating self-weight given na, no, pinapa-assume niya is 100 pound per foot. So that is equals to 0.1 kip per foot. For our dead load, that will now be 1 kip per foot plus 0.1 kip per foot. So that is 1.1 kip per foot. So kung gusto natin ng W, and yung sa WD, sa WL naman, that is 3 kip per foot. So kung gusto natin kunin yung ultimate, that is 1.2 WD plus 1.6 ng WL. So that is 1.2 times 1.1 plus 1.6 times 3. WU is 1.2 times 1.1 plus 1.6 times 3. That is 6.12 kip per foot. Okay? So, in structural analysis, even without a moment diagram, okay, you can get the value of the maximum shear and moment. Ano? Pero again, I will show na lang yung shear and moment diagram para makita natin yung convenience of analyzing it that way. So, that's, ayan, yung loading natin. WU is 6.12. Okay. So, at the center, that is times 24. So, we have 146.88. Okay. So, since that is uh, symmetrical, so the two reaction will just support that. So 73.44, 73.44. So our shear moment diagram. Okay, for shear, this is 73.44. And then due to the uh, uniformly distributed load, it will cross here, negative 73.44. And then we'll go up based from the natin. So ito our shear diagram, our moment diagram. Okay, so the area of the triangle, 0.5, 73.44 times 12, that is 440.64, then minus the area of the triangle, that is of course 0. Okay, so this is parabolic. Okay. Or you can check it using equation natin for maximum. So ang VU is just WL over 2 if you use table 3-23. Ito yung value niya. So that is the same, 6.12 times 24 over 2. BU is equals to 73.44 kips. For maximum moment, that is WL squared over 8. So that is 6.12, 24 squared over 8. MU is equals to 440.64 kip per foot. So it's the same here. Okay. So VU again is 73.44 kip. MU is 440.64 kip. Okay. Now for CB is based from the center to center distance of our bracing. So ito yung bracing natin. So ibig sabihin ng moment diagram natin pagkukunan is ito. And that is divide 4. No? So this will be the location. So this is our MA, MB, and MC. Okay. So MA, MB, si MB and maximum moment will be the same. Okay? Pero how will you calculate that? Yung MA, MB, and MC. One way is siguro to cut a section. We can cut a section for convenience too. So pag kinat natin yung section, this will be our loading. We have here 73.44. This is 6.12x. Then this will be 6.12x. So to calculate for the moment is equals to 73.44x minus 6.12x squared over 2. That is our moment equation. So si MA, that is yung 1/4 ng 24, that is 6. Si MB is yung kalahati, that is 12. And then this is 18. Okay? So, using this equation of moment, makukuha natin yung value ng MA, MB, and MC. MA, using X is equals to 6, is equals to, yan tayong MB, X is equals to 12, MC, X is equals to 18. Okay, 73.44x minus 6.12x squared over 2. Calculate. Pag 6, ang value niya is 330.48. Keep fit. Pag 12, of course, that is 440.64 feet. Equals din siya sa maximum, no? And then for 18, that will be the same value of A. Okay? So using formula for CB, that is 12.5 M max, 2.5 M max plus 3 MC MA plus 4 MB plus 3 MC. So CB, kapag kinalculate yan, 12.5 for 40.64, 2.5 for 40.64, plus 3, 330.48, plus 4, 440.64, plus 3, 330.40. That is 1.136 or roughly equals sa 1.14. That's our CB value. Okay? So, ito pa lang yung step 1. We have our moment now and then our CB. Okay? Next is to calculate for the moment. Now for the inertia rather. Okay? Step 2 is for the limit. Limit natin is according to the problem, live load deflection of L over 360. So equals sa L over 360. So that is 24 feet, 12 inch per foot over 360. Limit natin 24 times 12 divide 360 equals to 0.8 inch. Okay? And then for our maximum moment, for a uniformly distributed load, ang formula po nun is 5 over 384 WL to the fourth over EI. Okay? That is taken from table 3-23. Check it out na lang. So, sasat natin yung limit natin, yung max natin ay equal sa limit. So that is 0.8 inch. So 5 over 384. W natin. So W natin is for live load only pero unfactored. So 3 lang dapat yung gagamitin natin. 3 keep per feet. L natin is 24 feet to the fourth. So change natin yan sa 12 inch per foot to the fourth over 29,000 keep per inches squared times I x required. So Ix required is equals to 5 times 3 times 24 to the fourth times 12 to the fourth over 384, 29,000, and then 0.8. How much yung length natin? 24 the length. 29,000.5 times 0.8. Twenty-four. Okay, so I think there's a missing value here. So this is the conversion for this length. So we need to make yung keep per feet na inch din, ano? So 1 foot, 12 inch. Okay? Para mag-cancel to. Okay, cancel to dito. Cancel to. May mga cancel na dalawa dito. So inch to the fourth yung matitira. Okay, so that is 965.297 inch to the fourth. Okay, so ngayon may value na tayo ng MU, which is 440.64 feet, CB of 1.14, IX 965.297 inch to the fourth. Then LB natin again is 24 feet. Okay? So next step natin, step 3, using table 3-10. Okay? Ang kailangan natin is LB, 24 feet, tsaka MU over CB na value, which is 440.64 over 1.14. Need the value of 386.53 feet. Okay, 24 at 386. So ito yung 3-10 na table. So madami po yan. So you just have to look for the unbased length na kailangan nyo. So kailangan natin ng 34, ng 24 rather. So 24 is somewhere here. Okay? Pero makikita mo yung capacity niya medyo malalaki pa. So hanapin nyo yung table na medyo maliit yung capacity. Kasi kailangan natin is 387 lang. Okay? So madami po itong table na to ha. Just have to be patient around it. So this is 600 and 480. Just need 387 na value. Yan. So dito, 300 something na siya pero yung LB natin is kulang pa. So scroll pa tayo konti. Yan. So dito, nandito na yung 24. And then ang 387 somewhere dito. Okay? So plot muna natin yung 386.5. So may increment na 3 yung kada box. Okay? So kailangan natin ay 387. So 375, 78, 81, 84, 87. So somewhere dito yung 87. Ano? Lagyan natin ng mark. Okay, somewhere dito. And then, yung 24 feet is ito, no? Ayan, nandito yung 24, itong line na to. So just need to place that upward. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, ang kailangan natin from this intersection is itong section na to, ito yung una magiging trial sections natin. Okay? Ang una magiging trial section natin is yung unang solid line. So, looking at the curve, na pinakauna is ito. W18 by 76. Okay? So, lagyan natin. Try. W18/76. Ano yung kanyang property? So, kukunin natin yung kanyang VMP galing dun sa 3-2, yung Zx niya, tsaka yung kanyang inertia. So, 3-2, that is 18/76. Okay. 18, wala pa dito. 18/40, 18/50, 18/60, 18/71, 76. Ayun. Okay. Ayun si 18/76. Pero according dun sa ano, siya yung pinaka-economical based on sa ano no property. Okay? Ng 3-10. So we have 611. Sorry. So 611, if it, we have 163 inches cube, and ang Ix niya ay 1330. So itong mga to ay galing sa table 3-2. Okay? Inches to the fourth. So pag titingnan natin, kailangan satisfy muna natin yung Ix. Ang Ix na required natin 965, this is 1330. So greater than siya dun sa required. So pwede nating okay siya for deflection. Okay? So pwede natin ngayon i-check ngayon si 18/76. Ano? Pwede tayong mag-proceed. Okay? So kapag meron tayo niyan, we need to verify again yung compactness niya. Okay? Compactness. So BF, 2TF, and then H/TW. So punta tayong 1-1. Then we just need to check 18/76. So 18/76. Okay, so ito yun. Okay, that is 8.11 at 37.8. 8.11 tsaka 37.8. That is less than parehas, so nasa compact zone parehas. Therefore, section is compact. Use F2 equation. Okay? Next. So kung F2 equation tayo, we need to justify si yielding tsaka si LTB. Okay? Pero we need kung anong zone muna tayo. Okay? So, we need to check yung kanyang LP, yung LR niya with respect to our LB. So, si LB, 24 feet nakalagay. Si LP and LR, makikita natin sa table 3-2. W18/76. So, ang value ng LP at LR niya is ito, 9.22 tsaka 27.1. 9.22 tsaka 27.1. So you can see LP is less than LB, less than sa LR, therefore siya ay zone 2. Okay? Pag zone 2 siya, okay, ang sabi ni code, ito yung kailangan natin ano sa kanya, i-satisfy. Okay? Ano natin yung equation. Pero again, since gamit natin is 50 KSI naman, meron po tayong values niyan dun sa table 3-2 natin. Okay? So, kailangan lang natin kunin si VMN. Hindi, kunin mo natin si VMP, si VBF. Okay? So, tayo doon sa 3-2. VMP is 611. BFI, 12.8. 611 okay, per feet. Tsaka, yung kanyang BFI, 12.8. Keep. Okay? Using yung equation, minimum between CB natin is 1.14. VMP is 611 minus 12.8 multiplied by LB 24 minus LP 9.22 equals sa 1.14 611 12.8 times 24 minus 9.22. That is 480.870. Then yung MP natin is 611 keep per feet. So, yung VMN natin ay equal sa minimum 480.87 feet. Okay? So, mas less than siya dun sa moment plastic natin. Okay? Comparing with our MU is 440.64 feet. So, yung ating PR niyan, MU over VMN, 440.64 divide 480.87 times 100, that is 91.634%. Okay? So, yung gamit natin na ano is W18/76, ano? Ang ginamit natin mas mabigat 100 yung assumption natin kanina dito sa moment. So, okay na yan. Ibig sabihin mas sobra pa yung moment capacity ginamit natin, ano? Kahit di mo na i-recalculate yung MU. Okay? How about for shear? For shear, VVN, makukuha natin sa 3-2, that is 232. So, ano? 232. So, 232. Keep. So, ang VU natin, based from the analysis, that is 73.44. That is 73.44 keep. So, ang ating PR, performance ratio, VU over VBN, 73.44 divided by 232, that is 31.66%. For deflection, that is 5 over 384 WL to the 4th over EI. 5 over 384 times 3 yung ating live load. And then we have here 24 feet. So ito multiply ng 1 over 12 to the 4th. So 12 to the 4th over E is 29. I niya is 1330. So delta is 1 over 12, 24 is to 4, 12 to 384, 29,000, 1330. Delta is 0.581 inches. Less than siya dun sa limit natin for deflection, which is 0.8. No? Okay. So PR is 0.581, 0.8 72.58%. Okay? Looking at PR, ang ating governing or controlling capacity is yung moment. Okay? So since pasado naman siya lahat, okay, use W 18/76. Ano po yung pinaka-answer sa kanya? Okay? So this is the design procedure for discretely braced beam. So there will be another video, another example for the design of discretely braced beam. Pero I will highlight what if the value of the CB that we calculated is very high. What will happen with our moment? So check nyo yung next video for the next example. Thank you.